Where are we at, Barbara?
Well, this is the canyon caves. Each of these different little areas along the base of the escarpment has a different name. The first ones were the Moon Caves, the Canyon Caves, the Cathedral Caves. And each of these is just a little different in nature. Some of them are a little wider, some of them narrower. This particular one I'm going to take you back into branches off in 3 different ways. So it's a real interesting one.
Amazing looking. What is this rock?
Well, this is called siltstone or mudstone. It has a lot of clay in it, but it has more silt than clay. It's very fine, and this is from a lakebed formation. The freshwater lake covered this valley between 1 and 10 million years ago. So this was the sediment that was at the base and the gravels. And when the lake drained away, these muds just lay in the sun and hardened, but didn't have time to really petrify or turn into stone. So every time it rains, water runs down this and washes a little bit of the formation off. And these slot canyons are the result of the gullying action. Water coming down through and slicing down.
So it's actually an ever-changing landscape.
It is.
Every time it rains, it erodes a little more.
It does. And we get about 10 inches of rain a year and snow. And the snow is what causes the gradual change. In the summertime, when we get flash floods, that causes the real dramatic change.
Wow.
Oh, they really pinch
A
off right away.
little bit of climbing is right. Whew. Gotta squeak in sideways to get through here.
Hey, sometimes you have to be kind of skinny there. And then they dead end here.
Wow.
Looks like it was just carved out, and that's what water did, right? Just
Yeah,
coming straight
water
down.
just carved out. In these little places, the water comes from above and just rushes down.
It looks.
This is the flash flood type effect of erosion.
It looks like the express elevator.
Yes,
Just straight down.
well, it is. It just comes straight down and runs out and carves the floor.
You could easily see why they call it a cathedral.
Oh, yes. Ooh, feel that cool air as we come into this one.
Whoa.
Temperature.
Yes, at night the cold air sinks into these shafts and then it stays cool like this throughout the day because the sun doesn't reach into here. And even in the summer, on the hottest of days, you can come back here. Maybe you don't want to go back outside, you just curl up in the back of one of these caves.
It's like the stone really absorbs the coolness.
It does,
Felt like you just opened the freezer door in the summertime.
yes.
You get that nice, cool draft immediately.
Yeah, some of these little alcoves had rocks in them, and then when those fell out, they got deeper and wider, and
created the
Chris
odd
had
shapes.
noticed the one
Yeah.
little shape here.
It's like somebody's
Shelf.
nook.
Yeah.
As we start out toward the Miller Point Overlook area, Barbara tells us about a number of programs that enhance the experience for visitors, including moonlight hikes, geology walks, and wildflower hikes. For a schedule of the offered programs, contact the Regional Information Center at the park.
You see the black crust out here? This is called microbiotic crust. Some people call it cryptogamic soil, but this is a living crust on the soil, and it helps to hold the sand and the soil from blowing away. And this is one of the most amazing things about it. Now take a look at this. When it rains, the moss component absorbs the water. It grows, it photosynthesizes.
You can actually see it as a plant now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually comes to life. This is part of why you have to be so careful with how you treat this area.
Yes, yes. This might only grow 1/2 a millimeter per year. That's if conditions are good. In drought years, it might not grow at all.
Another reason why you want vehicles off of the, to
Correct.
stay on the road and off of this land.
and for people to follow the trails through this
Yeah.
kind of area.